From the day he first understood the meaning of the word success, he believed it was something to be chased. Not felt, not lived, chased. As a child, he learned early that love came with conditions. When he topped his class, smiles followed. When he won competitions, hugs felt warmer. When he failed, even slightly, the room felt colder. No one said it out loud, but he understood achievement was safety. Achievement was approval. So he learned to run before he learned to rest. While other children played, he studied. While others laughed, he practiced. He told himself it was temporary, that one day he would relax, one day he would live. But that one day kept moving further away. Every dream he chased turned into another ladder, and every ladder led to another mountain. He won scholarships, he won medals, he won respect. His name was spoken with pride. He's going places, people said. And he believed them. He had to. Because if he stopped believing, he would have to listen to the quiet feeling inside him that whispered, "Is this all there is?" That voice scared him, so he buried it under ambition. As he grew older, life offered him love, not loudly, not dramatically, but gently. She came into his life like a pause. She didn't admire his trophies as much as she admired his tired honesty. She didn't ask where he was going, only if he was okay. But he didn't know how to stay still. He promised her later. Later, when things settled. Later, when success was secure. Later, when life finally began. She waited, and waited, until one day, she stopped. He didn't even notice when she left. He was too busy winning. Years passed like pages turning too fast. He became what people call successful. Big office, big salary, big name. His walls were decorated with proof that he mattered. Yet every night, when the door closed behind him, the silence returned. Not the peaceful kind, the heavy kind, the kind that sits beside you and asks questions you don't want to answer. He tried to fill it. With work, with achievements, with travel, with applause. But silence is patient. It waits. At award ceremonies, people clapped for him standing. Cameras flashed. Speeches praised his journey. And he smiled, because that's what winners do. But inside, something felt wrong. Each clap faded too quickly. Each trophy felt lighter than the last. Each victory lasted shorter than the one before. He started to realize a terrifying truth: the more he won outside, the emptier he felt inside. One night, after another grand celebration, he came home and didn't turn on the lights. He sat in the dark, surrounded by everything he had worked for. And for the first time in his life, he cried. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly, like a man who had finally run out of places to hide. He cried for the friendships he sacrificed. For the love he postponed. For the moments he never lived because he was too busy proving his worth. He realized something painfully simple: he had built a life that looked impressive but felt empty. The next morning, the city woke up the same way it always did. People rushed, dreams were chased, noise filled the streets, but something in him had changed. For the first time, he didn't rush. He started saying no to meetings that didn't matter, to expectations that drained him, to a life that only valued results. He began saying yes to people, to conversations, to silence that didn't hurt. He reached out to old friends. Some didn't reply, some had moved on, and that hurt, but it was honest hurt, not the numb kind. He began mentoring young people. And when they asked him the secret to success, he didn't give them the answer they expected. He told them the truth no one told him: don't lose yourself while trying to become someone. Slowly, the silence inside him changed. It stopped accusing him. It started teaching him. He learned that rest is not failure. That love is not a distraction. That life is not a race, it's a presence. Years later, his trophies gathered dust. His name still mattered in the world, but it mattered less to him. What mattered were mornings without alarms. Conversations without agendas. Moments without pressure. One evening, sitting alone, but not lonely, he realized something that brought tears to his eyes. He had finally arrived. Not at success, but at peace. The applause outside had faded long ago. But the silence inside him was no longer loud. It was calm. It was full. It was home. And only then did he understand the greatest lesson of all: a life spent chasing dreams means nothing if you forget to live while chasing.